taking some time to catch up on reviews in the airport, but I did go see Goodnight Oscar a couple weeks ago, and I really loved this play, y'all. Goodnight Oscar is based off of a real historical event of Jack Parr's West Coast debut after he moved the Tonight Show from the East Coast to the West Coast, and he had invited Oscar Levant to come on his show. And this play chronicles everything that happens the day of the show, including the interview itself, which is based off of the actual interview footage. This is a play that ended up getting very lukewarm reviews, and a lot of it was praising Sean Hayes' performance, but not so hot on the play itself. And I actually really enjoyed the play itself, and maybe structurally there were some flaws, but it hit all of the things that I want a play to hit. It was compelling the entire time. I never felt that I was bored, and to its credit, this was a show that ended up having my first slot of a trip, which is right when I take the red eye in. I'm usually exhausted. If the show is not great, I will doze off, and I was wide awake for this entire show. Also, by the end of the show, I felt impacted by it and moved by it. And even though I saw the show a few weeks ago, it is a show that I keep thinking about, especially in terms of the impact that it had on me. There are definitely some outdated jokes here, but they're important because that's actually the jokes that he said on the show. And I definitely think that for historical context, they are important here. Of course, Sean Hayes is absolutely magnificent. He got a nomination for this. I think he's going to win. And really at this point, it just comes down to it being a talent show, because not only is he a great actor like the other 4 nominees, but what he has to do in the show is just so incredibly impressive. But also the entire cast is really great, and I'm actually a little bummed that we didn't see any featured nominations for this show, because they're really truly fantastic, especially Ben Rappaport. Marshawn Davis is in this. Emily Bergel is fantastic. Alex Weiss. I mean, really, I could name literally everybody because it is such a good cast. This play also got a nomination for scenic design, and its scenic design is done by Rachel Hauk, who also did Hadestown. She's one of my favorite scenic designers, and I am still thinking about the scenic design in this play. It's just so poignant, and I don't think it's going to beat out Life of Pi, but I have to give it a shout out because it is just so good. Ultimately, I was really surprised by this play. When I heard the synopsis, I was like, that sounds really boring. And again, it was anything but. And at the big moment that Sean Hayes has at the end of the play, I was just enraptured. Ultimately, I think this actually ends up falling in the top half of all of the plays this year for me. If I had to rank all of the plays, I just really enjoyed this one. It is a limited run, so make sure you see it. I did get a rush ticket, and the rush tickets are front row, and the stage is very tall, but they mostly stay standing the entire show or just sitting down in chairs. Ultimately, it was a really good seat, and because I got the first rush ticket, I was in a perfect viewpoint of Sean Hayes during the big moment. So I highly recommend the rush seats if you're looking for a discount option. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this bite-sized review, and be sure to like and subscribe for more theater content, because theater is life.